What the hell is going on in Mar a Lago? Donald Trump is absolutely losing it. Look at this party he was hosting yesterday at Mar a Lago. These people are dressed up as dogs in these creepy masks as Trump is sending his ICE and Border Patrol Gestapo to terrorize the people in Minneapolis and St. Paul and so many cities across the United States of America, as Americans can't afford groceries, as foreclosures are hitting record highs, as Americans can't afford rent, as Americans are being psychologically tortured, living paycheck to paycheck, as Donald Trump is threatening to invade Greenland, and the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland had to come to the White House, and they were basically told by J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, nope, the United States is not going to take it easy. We want to conquer you, and now special forces are being sent into Greenland from France and Germany and Sweden and Denmark and other countries and Canada to bolster the defenses in the event of a United States invasion. What the hell is Donald Trump doing in Mar a Lago? These dog faces? There are people dancing with dog faces right there. Seriously, what the hell is going on? How dystopian. Let them eat their cake. Let them eat their dog food. What in the world is happening? This is putrid behavior. But speaking of putrid behavior, there's been a lot of reporting now from Detroit, Michigan. Not only did Donald Trump give the middle finger to the Ford worker who called him a pedophile protector, but apparently, according to multiple sources that were there in Detroit, Donald Trump's body odor was so horrific that the Ford workers are still talking about it right now, even as much as they're talking about Donald Trump saying F you and giving the middle finger to the union worker who was since suspended. And by the way, hat tip to the United Auto Workers who say, you don't get to harass our union workers. Even if you're the president of the United States, the union worker was saying something truthful, that Donald Trump is a pedo protector. What do you think it is when the Department of Justice now has become a racketeering enterprise to cover up a child sex trafficking ring and cover up the Epstein files? But the workers are talking about Donald Trump's putrid scent, even more than they're even talking about Donald Trump giving the middle finger and saying F you. Lincoln Square, our friends over there, say, our Detroit staff is receiving numerous reports from the Ford workers that Donald Trump's body odor was like bad breath mixed with feces. I can't describe it. I will never forget it. Now, you have those sights of Donald Trump at Mar a Lago, or what he's hosting this party at Mar a Lago with the dog faces. Let me show you these images from Minneapolis right now, from St. Paul right now. Yes, you have the dog party at freaking Mar a Lago, and this is what they are gassing Americans and people living in this country. People in Minnesota are being gassed. There are these flashbangs that are hitting people in the face. Pepper spray, unknown noxious gases. That's what's going on in the United States right now. And while Donald Trump is hosting at Mar a Lago that whatever the hell you want to call that event, and apparently while he's disgustingly putrid body scent is continuing to be the talk of the town of Detroit, here's what Donald Trump posted yesterday. Does anybody believe that in Minneapolis, these are the food stamp businesses?